Good morning. Today we're going to start a little series about what do I do next? What is my next step? A lot of my students come to me and they say to me, Chris, I painted this beautiful painting and I don't know how to go from there, how to give it depth. And I always explain to them what's happened. Well, one of my students, Meredith, volunteered her artwork and gave me permission to paint on her work of art to show you how to get depth, okay? So she did a really good job here of keeping her highs and lows together. But what happens is if you look at it straight here, it looks flat, right? And this one is kind of the main one, but we don't know if it's in front or in back. So the way she has it all drawn, I'm going to assume this one is in the back and this one is in front because this is where the little line goes. So I'm going to make this area here darker to push this little guy down. I'm going to put this here a little bit darker to push this guy down. This one a little bit darker and this one a little bit darker. So it's just a matter of getting your values. Now, I'm going to use today a Black Velvet Silver 3/8 inch oval. And it has a little point here, which I really like because you can get into these little nook and crannies really good. And if you're looking for a place to purchase these, you can go online to a website called The Brush Guys. And at checkout, their prices are very good. They're almost like wholesale prices. And at checkout, use the code Chris and they'll give you an extra 5% off, okay? So that's it for my ad today. Okay, so see how here she has some light blues and purples and all of that? Well, I'm going to take some of my manganese blue and I'm going to make a little puddle right here on my palette. And I'm going to make it a little bit strong. See that? Not too strong. Then I'm going to take my Dioxazine purple, which is a very dark purple, and put a little bit here on the side. So now I'm going to take my blue and my purple, and I'm going to make a little puddle over here and make that blue just, let me see over here. Make that blue and that purple a little bit lighter. So see how dark that is? See how light that is? So I'm pushing my manganese blue in here to give that purple a little bluish color. And I am going to start right here, putting just a little bit of paint and bringing it out, doing the same thing here, just a little bit at a time, rinsing my brush completely, and then walking it out so that I don't have a real heavy line, right? Now, to me, it's not dark enough. We need a little bit of a darker color. So you start out by light layers first and moving your paint because right in here is gonna be my darkest value because this is where the flower kind of gets together. So now I'm gonna take a little bit of the Dioxazine purple again, but a little bit stronger. And I'm going to mix it here in the little corner. And again, I'm gonna go right in the middle here, right towards the point, and see how much darker that is. And with the little point of this brush, I can actually give this guy some veins. See, and that's all she needed was a little bit of flare, right? We'll do the same thing here. Give it some veins. Give it some veins. And give it some veins. Now you can see that this is dark in here, right? But we want to make where all these little guys get together right here, like really, really dark. So I'm going to take my Dioxazine purple, a little bit stronger now. And right where these little corners meet, right in here, see that? See how I'm making that really dark? Well, it's not going to stay that way, but I just want you to show you. Here it needs to be a little bit darker. So I'm going to rinse my brush completely, and from the outside, take some of that paint and move it around. Take this side here, move it around. Bring it all the way to the point here. Now we have some distinct petals. So now you can see that this guy is in the back, this one is kind of up front, and this little guy here, we're just going to darken this a little bit. Rinse your brush, and then just go over it very softly. And bring it out. And I'm not pressing very hard on my brush. Very, very soft. There you have it. Now that looks great. So what I tell people all the time is, you need 3 or 4, 5 or 6 washes to complete a project, okay? Then she skimped out here a little bit on the green. She was going really good with all her blending. Now this looks awesome. So I'm going to take some of my sap green and put a little bit on here on my palette. See if you can see it. Okay. And I'm going to move over to my silver Ruby Satin 2500. Let me put it here so you can see it. And it's a size 8. I will pick up a little bit of that purple that we started with and the green, so that those colors are all in the same family. And here, let's make this a little bit darker. Let's bring those tendrils down. Make sure you hold, because if you just have one little leaf there, what's holding this big flower up? It kind of looks like, oof. Then there's no little petals here. So I will take a little bit more of that manganese blue and the purple and mix it now with my green. Why am I doing that? Oops, sorry, I was off camera. I'm making this green a little bit darker, see that? Because I want to make this area here just a tad darker, so that that flower is holding on, that petal is being held on by a pod. And I will take the little guys here. Let me lower this a little bit and do the same thing here. See how she has the little pod here, how cute. Then she stopped. Well, let's give this guy some little life. Okay, do the same thing here. Come from the outside, come from the inside, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna press. Pick up a little bit more of that paint. Come here. Now that's giving it a little bit more detail, right? The background looks great. I wouldn't do anything to the background. She did an awesome job with the background. And I will take a little bit more of that dark green. And I am going to just put a little bit on the side here to give it a little shade. Shadow, shade. There we go. Now, this little guy here, look how thin this little line is. So let's make it just a little bit stronger. I'm going to come here and press and make it darker so that it looks like something is holding that flower up. And there you have it. You don't need anything else. It looks fabulous. Any questions? If you want to volunteer some of your work, just give me a call and we'll help you bring this painting up to the next level. You guys have this. It's just that you need to do that last step, and that's where everybody stops. So I will have more to show you. But for right now, if you have any questions, just shoot me an email at chriscruzdesigns@gmail.com, and watch some of my other videos on my YouTube channel, Chris Cruz Designs. Enjoy your day. Thank you.